Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and to the fifth part of my 2018 Breyerfest haul. I had one model I actually forgot to include with my Clarion finds. I was intending to save him for last because he, in my opinion, was my best buy at the Clarion. I've been wanting this guy since last year. He was another special run from Breyerfest. He was one of the surprise models. And I found him for an extremely reasonable price. He was going for more in every single other room that I found. So I'm taking him home with me. And he is the matte buckskin Bollywood Surprise from 2017. He is really pretty. I love his details and his eyes. This is a beautiful model. And he looks a little bit like one of my real horses. So I decided I wanted him a long time ago. And that's him. So I didn't do that much shopping in the covered arena because most everything was extremely spending. But I did find this horse on the Hala mold. He's an Akeltik, and he's called the Freedom Horse, and he's really pretty. This is him. He's an older model. He's from right around 1992. I think he was a limited run, but that's him. I'm not moving this box because part of it is I'm saving the best for last. Okay, so this is the Celebration horse. This is Brass Hat. He's really nice. He's a plain color, but he's well detailed. He's got some dings on him because I had him in my bag. I was planning on using him as a signing horse, and only managed to get him signed by the owner right there. You can see some of the damage there, and some of them are rubs, and I think the heat kind of didn't help, so I think it kind of wreaked havoc on his paint job. But I have more than one, and he's really pretty. I like him. Okay, so I went into the Garland gift shop. When I went into the Garland gift shop, I had to have this guy. This is the signing horse, and he's kind of plain, but he's really pretty. And for $25, I couldn't pass him up. Not in audio. I really like him. He does have detailing on his legs. It's like some darker shading and everything. Okay, and so when I did my first run time was on Friday morning, and it wasn't actually the very first run time for Breyerfest. And I chose, I decided I wanted the horse of the special run, not including the dark horse surprises, which I'll get to in a bit, that I wanted the most was Sierra Rose, because I like the Arabian molds. And here she is. She is absolutely gorgeous. Her dapples and her shading are just so nicely done. There's her stamp on her belly. She's got 4 stockings, and her face is just adorable. They had these in half matte and half glossy. I obviously pulled a matte, but she is looks like such a sweet horse. I love her details. I think she's easily one of my favorites out of all the special runs I got this time. So let's see. Saturday, so my next special run time was Saturday. I had 2 of them, and they were back to back, right within an hour of each other. So the first time through, and I have to mention that first special run time, they had everything really well stocked because they called something like $375, and I was number 200, and I think it was 210. So I was quite far back. But when I got there, I was able to get Sierra Rose and the other one that I'm going to be talking about in a few minutes. So Saturday I went on my first special run, and I got both of the horses I wanted. One of them was Julep and Pim, the mare in foal, and they're really a beautiful set. The mare is lovely. She's got nice details on her eyes. The light doesn't make them show up, but they're bicolored. They're brown and they've got brown details in them. She's got a cute face too, but she has nice shading and markings, and they're pretty crisp. And she's also got barring on her legs. She's a beautiful mold. I'm really liking this mold. Thinking I want to conga this one. Here's her foal, Pim. This foal is adorable. It's so cute. Look at the details on her eyes. She's got one blue eye, but she's so cute. Here's the other side of her. Okay, so when I went on to do my second special run, again I got very far back in the line. It was even further than my first time on Friday. And when I got there, they were out of both horses which I wanted, which was a dark horse and straight bet. So I went ahead and chose the Dead Heat model, and this is weird because it was supposed to be a gambler's choice, but they let us choose the color we wanted, so I chose the Palomino. She's really pretty. She's got her little Appaloosa markings, and she's got markings here up on her withers and little spots on her belly as well. And she's just really pretty. She's got two blue eyes and lots of shading on her face. Her face is really detailed. And I hate these stands, they fall off. But she's really pretty. I'm glad I got her. And I chose the Palomino because I have rags to riches sitting on my shelf at home. So I've already got a chestnut in this mold. And the other one I got, since I couldn't get the ones I wanted, I wasn't going to initially get him because he didn't really catch my eye as much as some of the others. But when I saw him in person, he is quite pretty. So I ended up getting Straight Bet. This will be my first on this mold. And he really is pretty. His shading is very rich. He's extremely glossy, as you can see. A nice, beautiful long mane and tail. And his eyes are quite detailed. And I'm sorry if this light doesn't do him justice, because it doesn't really pick things up as well as it should. But he's really pretty. So I am actually glad I picked him up. Okay, so now it's story time. So I had a special run ticket for in the afternoon for today, and the thing was it was quite late. Well, someone had given me another ticket, so I decided, and it was for 9 o'clock, so I decided to go for that one because I figured I'd have a better chance of getting the two I wanted. And and I gave the other one to someone who was looking for another ticket. I figured I'd pay it forward. So I get there for the special run time, and lo and behold, I'm in the back of the line again. I'm like, oh no, I hope I'm going to get what I want. Well, I did manage to get both of the models I was looking for. I was trying to find. So the first one, of course, and you've seen him in the background while I've been doing this video, is Straight Bet. And he's really pretty. He doesn't look at all like his pictures. To me, in the pictures, he looked either like a black or a gray horse. He didn't look bay or like he was, but he's got like this roning on his shoulders, like frosting. And his markings are nice. They're crisp, and he's got a beautiful face, just like the rest of the models. Here's his face. And again, Breyer went all out with these models this year, and they did a good job of sticking to the theme. There we go. Okay, so I saved the best for last. And so on my first special run time, the other model that I picked out, of course, was a Dark Horse Surprise. And the first one I got was the Bay Pinto. And he's beautiful. He's got nice shading. I absolutely love him. So he'll be my first on the Smarty Jones mold. But now this means I'm going to have to get the regular runs. He's got one beautiful brown eye, and a little blue eye as well. His face is adorable, and he's just a beautiful model. I'm so happy that I picked him. But it gets even better than this. So on my second special run time, the first one on Saturday, I went through again. Of course, I got Julep and Pim, and then again I decided to choose another Dark Horse because I was trying to get the different colors. The black one was the top color on my list when I finally saw all of them, and initially I pulled a glossy leopard Appaloosa, and to be honest, I really didn't care whether they were glossy or matte, but the black one was really the one I wanted. So I opened it and I looked at him, and I thought he was matte because it was hard to see through the plastic, and my brother looked close and he was like, no, he's glossy. And I kind of let out a bit of a shriek because I was so happy to pull a glossy. Well, there was someone nearby, and she had a glossy Black Horse, and so we traded right across, and I'm so glad we did because he is really my favorite model that I got. And he is beautiful. I don't know if this camera is going to pick everything up. He's not just solid black. He's got gray highlights all over his body. And with him, the gloss just makes that all pop out and stand out very nicely. I love his dark eyes. They're just really pretty. But he is such a stunning model. He's easily my favorite model that I got at Breyerfest completely. But he is just gorgeous. And there he is. And so then I finally did my special run at 9 o'clock this morning, and lo and behold, I ended up pulling a glossy Black Horse. So again, as I said, I don't really care if they're matte or glossy. And there was a girl behind me looking for one. She ended up pulling a matte and was willing to trade me. And I didn't see any problem with it. We both paid the same price for our models. So I ended up getting the matte leopard. And honestly, he's a real pretty model. Again, he's got a beautiful face. Lots and lots of spots on his face. I love him. Love him, love him. So I ended up getting the 3 colors I wanted the most. And he's just gorgeous, just like every other one of these models that Breyer did. So here he is. And here he is with his 2 brothers. So that will conclude my 2018 haul. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Like, comment, subscribe on these videos if you will, and leave a comment if you want. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next videos.